Soul Simmers, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to Wednesdays with the Waffles. In our last episode, we had a wedding between Belgian and Lana. We also got pregnant in the last episode, so Belgian is still in like her second trimester, so we'll be having a baby within the next day or two. And Lana got killed by a vicious killer rabbit at the end of the wedding in the last episode. We don't know who is responsible for that, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. As for her aspiration, she still has to find peaceful surroundings about 30 more times for the aspiration, so we'll work on that a little bit here and there. You can do that by listening to focus music on the radio or even using the soaks in the tub. Because we're going to have some infants in the house soon, I wanted to have some food just kind of in our fridge because we're not going to have any time to do anything else. We're just going to be busy taking care of babies because they constantly cry, and both of your Sims are going to try to take care of them at the same time, so it's going to be interesting. The infants in this game are so totally broken, and I wish they would like tune them down because literally anytime your babies cry, all the Sims just like rush into the room to try and help, and then nobody can help because they're all trying to do one thing, and it's a nightmare. Right now, Belgian and Cherry are just having some breakfast. Cherry is just talking about her knitting because she has been working really hard to try and get some baby clothes knitted. She doesn't have the ability to do like onesies yet. I think you have to be like level 8 or 9 for that. I think she's only level 4 or 5 right now. Belgian was feeling pretty nauseous because of the pregnancy, so it's understandable that she just wants her mom to stop talking about it and just like leave her alone so she can eat her breakfast. So I sent Cherry off to the living room to do some more knitting. I think I have her making like a sweater or something right now for a llama, so that'll be interesting. She can donate that and make some money off of it. I did have Belgian strengthen Lana's connection to the physical world so that we can still kind of see her around as a ghost every once in a while. I thought that would be cool. I don't really play with ghosts a lot in my game, so I thought it would be fun to do it this time. Belgian is just giving herself a pep talk in the mirror because she was still really sad, and I think she has like 2 days left of that sadness from Lana dying, so I just wanted to give her as much help as I could to like reduce it. I also think I want to have Cherry knit some like objects and like some hanging planters to hang around the living room and just like in the house in general because we don't have a lot of decorations, and I like a lot of the hanging plant decorations from the Nifty Knitting Pack. So I'm also having her get into yoga a little bit just to help out Belgian, and then she can also teach her mom classes and like get her wellness skill up. And I believe if you have a high enough wellness skill, you can actually like teleport places, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to have Cherry do that. When your Sim is pregnant, their needs go down so fast, so I'm having Belgian eat some lunch again because she was starving, and she also had to pee. We'll deal with that in like a second, but you know, I'm just having her eat first because I didn't want her to get too hungry because that is a huge problem. But I didn't want Belgian to be hungry because she would just stand there and yell at me. I think I'm also going to work on Belgian's cooking skills in general. Like there's 4 or 5 different cooking skills, like the gourmet cooking skill, the baking skill, the regular cooking skill, the like home style cooking skill I think is another one. I don't know, there's a lot. So we're going to work on that a little bit too. Just have some dough left over from the last episode that Cherry made, so I'm having Belgian make some sugar cookies. I don't really do the baking skill that often, but because Belgian's basically a stay-at-home mom, I thought it would be fun. She also doesn't really have to do a lot of things to earn money because we have a lot of money already, so she's basically just like set for life. She's got like a trust fund, so we'll just do as many skills we can with Belgian and just see where it goes. Right now I'm just having her grill some hot dogs because I need more food in the house. Like I just want to have a decent amount just because we're not going to have a lot of time when there's like an infant in the house. I was also doing this at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, so I was kind of hoping that one of them might get kidnapped by an alien again, but it didn't happen. Cherry was feeling pretty stressed out, so I had her do some more yoga, and then our radio was broken, so I had Belgian fix that. She's also working on her handiness skill just because it's really helpful to fix anything around the house pretty much. Because we live in Oasis Springs, it gets really warm here, so I had Cherry do some swimming to cool off a little bit, and I forgot to turn off the thermostat inside, so they were just coming outside to get warm and cool off anyway. Because it was snowing at the beginning of this episode, so I didn't think to turn the thermostat off, but it was actually like a heat wave, so yeah, that was my mistake. I wanted to see if they were still friends on Social Bunny, so I tagged Lana in a post and it says, "Get you a bestie like Lana. Legit can't live without them. She's a ghost. She just died. Why would it do this to me?" I can't with this game. It seems after like a week or so in game, all of our appliances start to break, so our toilet is currently broken in the main bathroom, so I'm just having Belgian go in there and fix that. Cherry's just gonna come in here and complain about the mess on the floor, so I'm just gonna have her clean that up because she's just standing around doing nothing while she watches a pregnant woman fix the toilet so she can actually do something to help. I let Belgian mourn Lana a little bit more by her urn in the hallway, and then I had her go cry in the closet because she was still feeling pretty sad, and it helps your Sims like sad moodlet go away faster if they actually like cry it out. Belgian's overall needs were pretty fine. I didn't really have anything for her to do though while she's pregnant because you can't do yoga while you're pregnant. So I'm just gonna have her play some video games. She enjoys video gaming and I wanted her to work on her skill a little bit because she can't do anything else. Meanwhile, I'm just having Cherry prep up some ingredients. She was kind of feeling inspired, but the moodlet went away by the time I was able to get the ingredients out, so I have to work on that. She has to collect ingredients 5 times while inspired, so we'll have to do some inspirational showers or the thoughtful showers to get that flowing. The appliance whiz aspiration's actually a little bit harder than I thought, so maybe I'll switch her to the knitting one because that's what she does all day. Speaking of knitting, I'm just going to have her start a little hanging potted plant and we'll see where that goes. I think it's actually one of the longer ones, so we won't be able to hang it up in here because I thought it said short one, but I accidentally clicked on one of the longer ones, so it's my bad. But we'll just sell it for money, that's fine. You can tell a Sim is about to go into labor when they start like rubbing their back like this and all their needs start decaying really fast. Like this is the 4th time Belgian has eaten something today and she's still hungry and she also really needs to pee, so I'll have her go and do that in the hallway bathroom. But while we were sitting here playing video games in her mom's room, she actually went into labor, so we will go off to the hospital and have our baby. Once we arrived at the hospital, I had Belgian go and check herself in to the hospital, and then I had Cherry just kind of do some knitting in the couches in the waiting room while she waited for Belgian. I actually had to check in twice because at first it didn't work, so that's, great. Eventually we got back into the operating room though. We actually got the opposite room that our mom had, so that was interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think this doctor really knows what he's doing because he just took out her heart. He eventually got it back in there though, and then we eventually got the babies, and we actually had twins named Maple and Nutmeg. They're both girls. And we got 2 free bassinets out of it, which is awesome. We didn't have to pay for one ourselves. I think they're like 150 simoleons, and we can totally afford it, but I didn't want to. But it's time to take our infants home and start the parenting skill for Belgian. Now I'm just going to have them share a room, and then when they get older, we could possibly set up another room for them. It just depends on how much money we have. We'll probably be fine though. Right now I'm just having Belgian do a little bit of baby care because I never know what the newborn's needs are because you can't actually tell, so I'm just having her work through everything just to be safe. Belgian's needs were just getting pretty low, so I wanted her to take care of the baby's needs before she went off to sleep for the night. We also have Cherry here, so she can help us take care of the infant's needs. When Sims are adults, their needs don't go down as fast, so she'll be a great help here. Lana's ghost finally turned up by her urn that night. Her ghost is yellow, and she also has a little rabbit kind of floating around inside of her because she was killed by a vicious killer rabbit, so maybe she's just embarrassed by that. She's the one that kept trying to pet the rabbits. It's not my fault. Belgian is still in her hospital gown, but that doesn't stop them from sharing a quick little hug and talking about what life is like on the other side. We could eventually add Lana back to our household, but that might be a lot of Sims at once. It was around 2 o'clock in the morning at this point, so I sent Belgian off to sleep. She was getting pretty exhausted, and Lana can kind of take care of the babies as a ghost. She can still feed them, so that's great. And Cherry had already been asleep for a while, so she's ready to take care of the babies when they need to. Lana's just kind of possessing this little shelf here that has her urn on it. I don't know if she hates it or if she likes it or not, but that's just kind of what ghosts do when they haunt your house. They just possess all your furniture. You can also break your appliances and plumbing, so just be aware of that. Maple was the first baby awake because she was the first baby that we took care of last night, so I'm having Belgian come and take care of her and get her needs all set. And just as Belgian finished with Maple's needs, Nutmeg woke up, so I had Cherry come in and take care of Nutmeg while Belgian finished up taking care of Maple. We have the money generating trash can, and we're getting so much money from all the diapers and bottles that are just laying around on the floor. And Lana is just kind of picking up after us. I do have a trash can in the baby's room, but they don't seem to use it. I'm not really sure why. I know they can get to it because I've seen them use it, but for some reason they're just not putting the trash in there. I don't know why. Lana also possessed our shower and broke it, so I'm having her clean up the mess while Belgian repairs the shower. I don't know why everybody feels like they need to run into the bathroom when someone's in there, but Cherry just decided to join us for some reason. It was also lottery day, so I had Belgian and Cherry buy tickets. They didn't win though. I want to say the Robles family from San Sequoia won it, so congratulations to them. Lana just kept possessing everything and breaking it, so now I have to do my dishwasher. It's fine, I guess. That's the only problem with ghosts in The Sims, is that they break everything. This whole time, Cherry had been working on some knitting projects, like a couple of sweaters and like a couple of beanies, so I had her donate those to charity. I'm also having Belgian promote her yoga class on Simstagram so that she can get more followers and potentially new clients. Then I had her do a mind concentrating yoga class with some lemon incense burning in the back. I may have forgot to turn on her radio, but we still got a check mark for one of our seeking mindfulness moments on our aspiration. While Belgian was teaching her class, Nutmeg needed a diaper change and to be fed, so I had Cherry go in and take care of the babies while she was out there. After the class was over, the babies were still asleep, so Belgian took advantage of that and just took a nap for a little while. But it was only for a little while because Maple needed to be fed, and so did Belgian, so I had her have a BLT for lunch. And I heard somebody knock at the door while I was recording, so I went out to look and see who it was, and Eliza Pancakes is now pregnant, I guess. I was a little shocked, honestly, because she wasn't pregnant at the wedding, and the wedding was only like 5 days ago in-game, so she must have gotten pregnant either after the wedding or she was already pregnant on the day of the wedding, and she just didn't know it yet. I'm just thinking there's some crazy conspiracy going on here, because Eliza was the one that told Lana to go wish in the wishing well. So, what's going on? That wishing well was always a little sus. Cherry was a little shocked, and she didn't quite know how to tell Belgian she was gonna have a half-brother or sister, so she went and did some mind-concentrating yoga. I'll also keep you guys updated on Eliza and Bob's baby to see what it is and what they name it. But it was time to age up Maple and Nutmeg. I started with Nutmeg, and she aged up with the cautious trait. I also put up their handprints and birth certificates. I love that they float down in this little cloud. It's so cute. The next was Maple. She aged up with the calm infant trait. I do randomize all of my traits for my Sims. And I gave our room a little bit of a makeover because we needed another crib. And I got a couple of play mats so that we can do some tummy time together with the infants. And that's just what we're going to do now with Cherry and Belgian. I also gave our twins little makeovers. Nutmeg here has the little yellow bow, and Maple is over on the left that I'm actively playing as. She's asleep right now. I'll put them on the gallery if you guys want to download them. My gallery ID is the same as my YouTube. I thought it would be fun to age up Cherry. It's Harvest Fest right now, so I'm just having her make some cakes because like cooking is one of the activities that I have set as a holiday thing. Before I was able to get to that, both of the infants started getting really fussy and needed to be fed and changed, so I had Belgian and Cherry kind of work in tandem to do that together. And in this short span of time, both of the infants got their pee on caregiver milestone, so that's fun and disgusting. While Belgian was getting ready to change Nutmeg's diaper, I just had Cherry do some tummy time with Maple. After Belgian was done changing Nutmeg, I had both of them just do a bunch of tummy times until both of the twins got too tired to do anything, and then I had them play with their toys once, and then they were able to go to sleep. After the twins were asleep, I had Belgian and Cherry go off and take care of their own needs. Cherry's fun was pretty low, so I had her do some knitting. She's making a knit dress right now, and I'm just having Belgian make a grand dinner for Harvest Fest. And then I'll have her just make some brownies or cookies later because I have baking as a activity for Harvest Fest also. Both of the infants were asleep, so I had them enjoy a quick Harvest Fest meal. They just had like a regular turkey for dinner. And then I aged up Cherry after they were done eating. This is a coconut cake, so I think you have to be level 8 or 9 in order to bake it. Also, apparently she didn't have enough room where she was currently standing to age up, so she had to move over here by the waffle maker. It makes sense though. But that is just about all for this week's episode of Wednesdays with the Waffles. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button because it really helps out. I try to upload a couple videos a week, so subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification every time I post a new video. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Dag dag!